Here's why. 11 years ago, I could still remember how somebody said he'd bring us hope and change. And the night the voters gave him that chance, through tears of joy I watched them dance in Chicago and from San Diego to Maine. Democracy would have been failing if we'd elected McCain and Palin. We felt we did the right thing. The alternatives seemed frightening. Did he fail or was his task too great? Is something people still debate. But I know that if we hesitate, corruption will decide our fate. That's why the time for Tulsi is nigh. Supporting Abbott's a great habit, you should give it a try. We need truth and peace and courage if we're gonna get by. And if you listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah, listen and I'm gonna tell you why. Let's start with the DNC, how they cheated on behalf of Hillary. But Tulsi wouldn't play that game. When she saw that things were so unfair, she resigned her post as the vice chair. And ever since, they've been slandering her name. 'Cause now all that we seem to hear are baseless lies and nasty smears. But things will work out fine, because it's Tulsi time. And while some rely on platitudes and others slogans, only one is endorsed by Rogan. She's fearless and she's quite outspoken, so come on, yeah, sing along. Come sing it with me, that's why the time for Tulsi is nigh. Supporting Abbott's a great habit, you should give it a try. We need truth and peace and courage if we're gonna get by. And if you listen, here's another reason why. Yeah, listen, here's another reason why. Well, some greedy people had a plan, build a pipeline across some sacred land. It seems there were profits to be made. Some people tried to use their voices, tell us there were other choices, but the oil companies would not be swayed. And while those rubber bullets were flying, the water protectors kept on trying to have their message heard. The lack of coverage was absurd. But when Tulsi heard about their plight, she went with some vets and they took a flight to North Dakota to set things right. So come on, please sing along. And yeah, we're singing, that's why the time for Tulsi is nigh. Supporting Abbott's a great habit, we should give it a try. We need truth and peace and courage if we're gonna get by. And if you listen, here's another reason why. Yeah, listen, here's another reason why. Well, the situation in the Middle East is complicated, to say the least. There's just so much that we don't hear. Intelligence was lacking proof. Tulsi wanted to know the truth, so she took a little trip to Syria. And why do some of you find it so hard to understand why she sat down with Assad? Come on, it was a mission of peace. Why wasn't that in the press release? Instead, the story that we heard had nothing to do with what actually occurred. They don't even know the meaning of their own words. They've been lying for too damn long. So come on, sing it, that's why the time for Tulsi is nigh. Supporting habits a great habit, you should give it a try. We need truth and peace and courage if we're gonna get by. And if you listen, here's one last reason why. Oh, let me give you one last reason why. Now some say any blue will do. I'll tell you now that's quite untrue. Elites can't call the shots this time around. If they actually want to defeat Trump, they can't nominate some corporate chump. That logic would simply not be sound. Last time they chose the one they anointed, they ended up rather disappointed. It's time to do the right thing. The alternative is frightening. But if you think and contemplate, you'll see there's just one candidate who uses aloha to fend off hate. So let's keep our voices strong and shout it with me, that's why the time for Tulsi is nigh. Supporting Gabba's a great habit, you should give it a try. We need truth and peace and courage if we're gonna get by. And if you listen, then by now you know why. That's why.